All right. Let me just check this. All right, it says excellent connection. Stream is fully operational. If there are any people present in the chat, let me know if everything is working nicely. Haven't streamed in a while, as I do stream very rarely. But yeah, should be working nicely.
Cool.
So just let me know. Yeah, I see some people in the chat already. Rainy Rose, Shashwa Tripati, Emil, Framen Audun, Jajesh. All right. So is the audio okay? Is the video okay? Is our guest's video also fully operational? You can't see me. Yeah, I know you can see me. You have to. No, it says excellent connection, so everything should be fine. All right. Yeah, there's a 15-second delay, so you should see my camera now. All right, let me just check.
Yeah, it's working. We have both cameras.
Good now.
All right, Gavin says all is okay. Kevin Kruger says smiley faces, so should be okay. Rohan Menon, hello everyone. Hello to you, sir.
I think David is hidden, right?
You don't want to see me, huh?
Yeah, he's a bit, yeah, maybe a little bit to the right. Okay.
Perfect.
Shady Osama says both videos, both cameras is working. All is okay here. Chris Hammer, hello from Canada. Amo Box, much better now. Hello, Mr. Vladimir Pavlev. How is Medo? Medo is very well. He's chilling in the back, as you can see, doing very nicely. Okay. So basically, what today's about, we will be discussing what is the Immortal game. It's a new service, basically a new online playing platform for chess that is well, for the moment, still in the works, but it is fully operational. Yeah, although it still says beta on your website. So when do you when do you feel that it will get out of beta?
I mean, we are still in beta now. It's been in beta since July. Probably at the end of the year, if the tech team is working well, if we all do good works, we're gonna leave the beta mode to be fully released. But yeah, for now beta it's a better way.
Yeah, we kept the beta, and it was alpha for the OGs that tried it a couple of months ago. They know that beta is so much better than the alpha was. But the current beta is pretty decent now, and the fluidity and the matchmaking are pretty great. So happy with the current version, and excited to share what will be shipped in the coming weeks. But we'll go a bit deeper on this later, I assume.
Yeah. And okay, for just the actual start, would you guys please introduce yourselves before we actually start?
Sure.
Go ahead. Yeah, sure. So my name is David. I'm co-founder of Immortal Game. I'm leading the tech part, so CTO of Immortal Game. I'm a dev for like 12 years now. I was pretty involved in crypto in the past, for the past 4 years, mostly in the DeFi finance crypto. And yeah, since 1 year and a half, fully involved in Immortal Game.
And hi everyone, I'm Geoffroy, and I'm a co-founder of Immortal Game 2, an entrepreneur that met David a year and a half ago with Thomas, our third co-founder. And we got very excited about what Web3 can bring to existing businesses, activities, passions, sports, and other subjects. And chess was one of the biggest and the most untouched game that we picked. And the learning curve was very low because almost 1 billion people know how to play chess already. So we thought it would be very relevant to bring the community and put it at the center and the heart of it, and try to see how we can give back to the communities the values of a chess platform through gamification, monetization, and also a pure UX and global experience as a chess player.
And what is your actual connection to chess? Why chess?
So yeah, so Thomas, one of the third co-founder, is a pretty big chess players who we are all since I guess since COVID and since the Queen's Gambits on Netflix, we all started playing a bit chess. Now I'm really addicted, but at this time I was still a beginner, and so we just met 1.5 years ago, talking a bit about crypto, what Web3 can bring, and we start thinking about, oh, it would be cool to have some chess game on chain, and the idea came after a few months to have this new set of rules where the rules of chess stay the same, but you add this gamification on top of that with the quest. We will talk about it later, I guess. So yeah, we all kind of connected to chess at different level.
And on my side, when you are a later adopter because you joined chess, so I've played chess when I was a kid and at school, but when you got back to chess and you realize that the offers that you have online are pretty much the same than a couple of years ago, we saw that we had something to play here to bring a better user experience, better content, and better entertainment around it. And Web3 could have been the one of the paths to go to there. So that's with we noticed that it was kind of the same for the past years and wanted to add something more. And we now been working on this for the past 1.5 years.
Okay, so we're gonna get a bit. We're gonna go a bit deeper into what the Immortal game is and what you can do, what future will bring for the game. But also for this stream, you guys have decided to throw a little tournament. So for everyone who wants to join the tournament, there is a link in the description of this stream. So the first thing you will see should be a link. I will just check one more time if it's there, but pretty sure that everything is fully operational. Let me just check. Yeah, it's basically the first thing you will see, and there you can click it, you can register for the website, and you can enter the tournament. And you guys are welcome to join in. There will be some prizes. Basically everyone will win a prize, whoever participates, and the top 3 places will be rewarded a bit more handsomely. Do you guys already know what the rewards for first 3 places will be?
Yes, so we decided to reward the top 3 with some Immortal pieces. We will explain a bit later what they are. But the first one will be a polished pawn. Second one will be a king, a rough king, and third one will be a rough rook, if I recall correctly. And everyone in the tournament will win some CMT, checkmate token, which is the in-game token on Immortal game.
All right. So. Or is everyone able to find the link in the description?
And maybe Antonio, just to add something to the community, Immortal game is a chess platform before all, so it's fully free to play, and the gamification mode and the monetization is accessible without paying or having any crypto or NFT or Web3 knowledge. It's important to say it. So there's no entry barrier for people that don't know how it works. It's just a classical chess game where you can try other game mode and try to discover these Web3 opportunities with the ageless pieces. So we'll talk a bit later about this, but these are the free-to-play pieces that give you the opportunity to play with the exact same mode than the people that buys NFT. And but overall, we have the regular games that can be played, and it's fully free to play.
Yeah, okay. And for people asking, yeah, you still can't see the tournament. I've put the link in the description and also in the chat. You can just click on it and you have to make an account. I believe it takes some 10 seconds to make it. It's really not time consuming. And then the tournament will appear here on the homepage next play, I believe. It will be anybody, friend, computer, and then the tournament will pop up.
So yeah, you can just go on the play page, and you will see agadmator tournament on top of it with the setup already done. So standard 3 minutes. It should be live, I think, in few seconds.
All right. I was weirded out by I was trying to make a tournament of my own, but there was no feature to make a tournament. So for the moment, only you guys can make a tournament. Yeah.
Not yet, but it's something we have in mind, obviously, that should come soon this year. But for now, it's organized. So if you refresh the page now,
Antonio,
if you refresh the main page, you should see.
It's the agadmator AMA tournament.
So you can choose the agadmator tournament, and then start to play like this.
And then you can directly launch the game by clicking play.
Okay. So this is what you guys will see. Next to the weekly leaderboard, there will be an agadmator AMA. That's the tournament, and then you just go click and hit play. The time control is 3 minutes plus 0 seconds increment. They thought about making it a 5 plus 0, but I thought maybe it's better for the stream and for the tournament a 3 plus 0. Some people would even enjoy bullet, but I thought, okay, let's keep it a nice clean blitz. And here I will go to I can go to watch, and then I believe I can observe the games as they are being played.
Yeah. So when you go on watch, you can spectate all the games.
Yeah, we're gonna hit standard blitz, and where the tournament has officially begun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's started now. So.
Okay, so it's a 1 hour tournament. Yeah.
1 hour, but we decided to take like the 10 first games.
Yeah, I know.
So
So your first 10 games will be taken in account, and you can of course play as much as you want. But only the 10 first one will give your points to the leaderboards.
Yeah, and it's sort of a safety feature as well, as it's for the moment it's like in poker, a player can play multiple games at a time. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that's something that I found that was very, very odd. Why would that be allowed? I mean, wouldn't it be better if it would be 1 game per account?
I mean, that's something we discussed a lot internally. So we had at some points this restriction of 1 game per account per time. So we are currently beta testing, A/B testing, a few features. So for example, now we are open to more games per user at a given moment, but it changes over the time. So we are currently in a phase where we are testing stuff mostly.
Okay, and also something that I'm also interested in. Once someone joins the tournament, the opponents will be matched automatically. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, it should be automatic. So
when you click on play, it's just looking for someone your elo. So for the new players, they will be matched because they'll have an average elo which is undefined. And for the existing players that are in your community, they will be ranked with and matched with people their elo.
Okay, for those who make the account now, they will pretty much all be the same elo, so they should be matched pretty quickly. Yeah. All right, so as the tournament is moving forward, we can discuss about what the Immortal game is. So what is the core of the Immortal game? What makes it different from chess, and what makes it interesting for a chess player to engage in it?
So the vision that we have is chess is something that you play usually for life, and the community is strong, and we wanted to bring the community back at the center of it, and offering the opportunity to gamify your experience as a player, owning the pieces as a collection, and trading them, finding also other game modes. So we haven't talked about it yet, but when we started as the first game mode with side quest, is exactly the same game that same rules, and checkmate is the main objective. But you can purchase or play with free-to-play pieces. So these pieces represent, for example, bishop, a rook, a knight, and they will have some additional quests. So today the tournament is just a regular tournament with classical chess game, but later on, if you want to try it, these sort of quests could be like global, let's say winning in less than 40 moves, but they can also be ticked to one piece. For example, that bishop should be the first piece of your team to capture, or this piece should not move at all. So if you own that piece and play with it in a game and achieve the quest, then you'll get some rewards. And these rewards will go to a certain leaderboard. And every week we reward the top players from that leaderboard. So it gives you a new way to play chess, but respecting the origin rules that we didn't want to change. And so that's the first gamified option that we've offered. And there's so many interesting reasons that we've done it, but just check one. For example, Antonio, you're probably better than a bunch of your community. So if you play with them,
that's a bold statement.
so if you play with someone, let's say that is better than you, let's make it the other way. If the spread is too big, one of the players can take difficult quests to add some spice to it, and then it will balance the level. We've got the chance to play a lot of games with MVL and other top ranked players, and that makes it very fun to balance the level. And it also allows some content creators to create different way to play and balance level. So that gameplay is the first one that we've been tested. And so far, we have a big stickiness on this because we noticed that the people like to play that way. It's changing a little bit. And I think you've project yourself also in the fact that it could help on the learning tools if we choose some quests that are linked to openings, mid-game or end games, then it will also have these sort of opportunities. So yeah, that's the main gameplay we've revealed so far. And what we want is, as I said, use also the communities to play as teams together and bring other dimensions and paradigms than just being white or being black, but playing with the quest and playing with the pieces that you own, playing with other people owning the same sort of pieces, for example, becoming teams, making tournaments with this sort of theme. So that's a lot of possibilities. I don't want to be too long on this, but the idea is to offer a new way to play chess, respecting the main rules.
And will it be like a one quest per piece, or can piece have multiple quests?
For now, there is one quest per piece, but
Okay.
the data model is made in a way that we can at some point add some quest to a piece after, for example, some leveling up, meaning that you play with it, you train your piece. At some point, you can unlock another quest that will make this specific NFT, specific piece more attractive or cooler because it has two quests attached to it.
And for example, it's funny because some people just purchase pieces because they think they are cool and they look nice, but some other will focus on the quest attached to it. And we've noticed that a lot of people have started to work on the meta of the game because they are pretty good chess players, and they understood how rewarding is one quest compared to their ability to use it. So they start to purchase or to try it a lot, and they get some data. So it's also a way to not play chess, but to think about chess and just to, it's not betting, it's not gambling, it's just using your knowledge that you've learned for many years on chess to start playing and purchasing collectibles that you can use and that you can trade sometimes for getting some new ones. And there will be also some other options using your different pieces in your portfolio to make them work together in different developments. So you can see it progressively as a video game based on chess and respecting the rules, and not just something that is I want to insist on the fact that we respect the rules because we don't see the point of doing it differently. People love to play chess variants, but this is not a big variant, as you play with exactly the same pieces at the beginning, and the objective is to checkmate.
Yeah, and as I understood it, you will, for example, you can own a piece that has certain quest, but you can also borrow it from someone who has it to play with it. Yeah, is that
Yep.
is that function already operational?
That's correct. For now, we are testing these features with guilds. So basically, guilds are group of players that bought some piece and delegate them to some players. So if I want to play, but I don't have maybe the money to get in, or I don't want to put everything. I can just go to a guild and say, oh, I'm a good player. Play with the guild, and there's a fee sharing model. So that's definitely possible to borrow and lend pieces, but for now it's currently being tested only with guild. But at some point, the idea is that anyone can just buy a piece. If you can play because you are in holidays, you can just lend it to someone to play with it, and at some point it will be generalized to everyone.
And yeah, imagine the amount of people that quit chess when they were young because they didn't have the money to spend time on chess and had to do something else for a living. And with this, your level, wherever you are in the world, can help you to join a guild and play as a complementary salary or your main one. And we wanted to be something offered to everybody, and living from your passion is always a tough thing. I think, Antonio, you're one of the happy few, probably living from chess, and this is an opportunity to a lot of people to make a little bit of money out of their time and their passion.
Okay, and will it be like if someone is the owner of a certain piece with a certain quest and someone borrows it for play, is it like what's the distribution of rewards? Like, is it a 50-50? Is it agreed upon between the two parties? What's it like?
So this is purely business. So this is not us that drive it. So
Okay.
if you want to own something and I don't know, do a 50-50, fair enough. But we are not part of it. It's just deals that can be made together. So yeah.
So you can make any deal, whatever you want.
Yeah, we can we can give you some recommendation on the market practices.
Okay.
But we want to be hard on this.
Okay, and there's quite a lot of talk in the world. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but there's quite a lot of talk about cheating in chess. So as this is something that's monetized, how do you plan to deal with that? I mean, do you win a game and then you immediately are rewarded, or does it go through some sort of a filtering process or something?
Yeah, definitely. So just as all the other platforms, we've invested a lot of time and energy in anti-cheat. So we ban thousands of players every day, and we can say it it's the reality. And we also believe that the community will play a big role in it. And when you see the chess drama, and when you see the impact that it has on previous results and current results, it's very bad. And I think the community is so disappointed of maybe having played against potential cheaters. That can be random players on the platform, not has to be like celebrities or very good players, whatever the level. So imagine if tomorrow we have a couple of our top players that just audit the games and then ban the players, and then the NFT that they own, for example, could be frozen. So you have a real risk. You spend some money, you take the risk of your reputation, but also the money you invested in it. So it start to become a new barrier for cheating. And also, what's a bit different with the game mode we've experienced there is you can use Stockfish on your next tab, but with the side quest, you'll probably win all the games, but you won't necessarily be able to realize all the quests. So at least for now, because I'm sure some people will develop it sometimes as soon as we become bigger. But this is also a way to edge ourselves against cheating with the money.
Okay. And one thing that also, for example, you win a prize today, you will not get it today. You will get it on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis or on a.
Yeah, exactly. What we do is when we always delay the reward because we check out all the games and all the players. So the leaderboard that is every week. Congrats if you're the first position, but there might be if you're a cheater, then you'll lose your position and get banned, and then there will be another one joining that first position. So yeah, we always delay the money and the pieces that we offer from a couple of days, weeks, or months, depending on the tournaments.
Okay, and what kind of quests are there? Who makes them, and how many of them are there exactly?
I think today we have something like a little bit less than 50,
Yeah.
And most of them are live. And so we have a couple of 100,000 games that have been played with them. So we have some data on their difficulty and yield, and who made them. Some of them are pretty easy. For example, when you have to win within 40 moves, but there are more complicated ones that have been ranked. So it's either the product team composed mainly by chess players here, or also one of our 50 chess ambassadors that are from the top 10 in the world players, to streamers and all the people that joined the adventure very early because they wanted also to help us create the new way of playing chess online. So all of these people submitted a lot of ideas, and we kept the best ideas.
Okay, and regarding the where do you guys see like this this can go, like in maybe a year, in 5 years? In do you have any sort of a big roadmap for the project? Because it's already when was the Immortal game started?
We approximately like the idea started 1.5 years ago, and we started building it like a bit less than a year ago. So for now, obviously, as you see, we are still in beta mode. There's a lot of progress to be made on the latency and the fluidity, responsiveness of the website, obviously. So this is one of the next release that will happen by October. That will put Immortal game in the same standards as other competitors, because obviously people are used to websites like Leeches, which is Chess.com, that have a very, very solid technical background and a few years of experience. Obviously, this is the standard I want to reach. We are getting closer in a few months. That's the idea. So first of all, having a clean chess product that people can join and enjoy the same way they play on our platform, and at some point maybe try to imagine other way of gaming, maybe new game mode to be added. So that's
And one big thing we want to play, also a big role is the way you learn chess. So it's not available yet on the platform, but we think that gamification is a great key to get the people learn in the right direction, and linking it from the play zone to the learn zone in the same platform or the same application is one of the big thing that has been the focus of the product team. So we see ourselves as the main chess platform globally in the coming years. When you talk about timing, 5 years could be the vision, but also we see us as the best way to learn chess online in the close future.
sort of as I've heard, you will have sort of something called maybe interactive learning, where you will be able to, if you're interested in a subject, learn with other people simultaneously.
Yeah, exactly. So we want to use the people that trusted us already, from the grandmasters to chess teachers and also content creators, but also just very easily the fact that when you play a game, if you do that sort of mistake twice, we want to push the real great content linked to this, and we want to gamify this these operations. So you get incentivized to keep learning that opening, keep learning that mistake, differently than just doing puzzle or puzzle rushes. And I think it's still missing today, and some are doing pretty good job. But either they are good, but they are independent in terms of platform or application, and we want to host everything there, so that there's a real link between the time you spend learning and the time you spend playing.
Okay, and also one thing that I'm interested in, do you feel like you will be able to sell these pieces on a marketplace of the sort? You will probably have your own marketplace, yeah, or is it already operational?
Yep, we have the marketplace on the website, so you can see all the pieces, primary market and secondary market. Again, as Geoffrey mentioned, this is not the focus for now. Even if it adds something cool to the project, but the idea is you can play even with edgeless pieces. There is no entry barrier for the players, but yeah, the marketplace is already live.
And do you feel that a piece will be worth more if it's sort of has some sort of a status of a rare piece or something, or if it just has a really easy to perform quest? Because some quests are probably much easier to perform than others.
Yeah, that's gonna be the funny part about it. So as it's NFT, the cool part about it, it's immutable. So once it's minted on chain, you cannot change it. You own it. We cannot take it back, and you cannot nerf it. As for example, if you play League of Legends, at some point there is some nerf happening. We cannot do this. So obviously, if one piece have a quest that is too easy to fulfill and can bring a lot of points, market will adapt, and maybe it can become more expensive at some point. Yeah, so that's the funny part about having it on chain. We cannot change the way they work.
And how long did it take you to actually make the entire project operational, that people can actually use it? Make an account, log in with a wallet, enter the marketplace. It was all done within this year and a half.
Yeah. So we have few phases. Obviously, the first one was the alpha phase, where we had few testers around, and we improved the project month after month. So now we're still in beta. There's a huge updates happening at the end of October that will higher the standards we have. But yeah, the whole project took 1 year to be built.
To be fully operational.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys would you guys appreciate some questions from the audience?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
And is there, okay, maybe I haven't asked something that you guys wanted to discuss. Is there anything important you guys maybe wanted to add?
No, but it's always interesting when you work on a project and you wanna create a game. Either you can just create it on your side and deliver it when it's done and fully perfect. We decided to build it with the community, so that's why we launched in an alpha and now beta mode. So we are very aware of what we still have to achieve, and the vision has been the same for the past year and will be the same for the two coming years. We are pretty proud to what has been achieved so far. People are matchmaking pretty quickly now, a lot of different levels. The traction, either from the player base to the NFT sales, is pretty good, and the project is very nice in terms of UX. So we still have a lot to do, and we always like to have even hard comments and hard remarks, because it helps the team also to prioritize what we want to do. And so feel free to give us all your thoughts, remarks, and what you want us to do first. Because if we are building it, it's not for us. We can play chess together already. We're building it for you and for the chess lovers. So give us your priorities, what you're missing today, and we'll be happy to put it on the roadmap too.
Where can someone add like a suggestion for you guys to implement?
So we are using Discord for that matters. So you can join easily our Discord, and we have suggestion topic, and we follow it very well. And the most trending topic are added to the roadmap. So don't hesitate to go there and to add your ideas too.
Okay, and why do you think there's this sort of when people in any area when people start gamifying sort of let's say chess in this example, why is to most people just the sound of something being an NFT just doesn't agree with them? Do you have any insight in this?
You mean the people that don't really like or free about NFTs?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we know that NFT is a buzzword that is not very popular today, and we understand why, because there were a lot of scammy projects that were quick cash grab and that built in bull market. So today it's a bear market where it's not trendy anymore. It's even more challenging, but we know what NFTs can bring as a gamified options. So we are we're convinced that they will play a role in that whole platform, and we know that a lot of people it will take some time for them to understand what it is for, and where we can go with it. And that's why we are a free-to-play platform, so everybody can enjoy playing chess like traditionally, and play with the free-to-play pieces to just try it and understand it. And then if the people want to purchase NFTs and play with it and get some money out of it, or just resell it, or keep it as collectibles, we want to be it's open to any kind of thought about this.
What is, as I see some people in the chat also asking, what is your best definition of an NFT? As I'm sure most people still don't really haven't gotten into that.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm pretty sure at some point we will look back, let's say in 10 years, and say, oh, imagine while you were playing WoW. Okay, if you're playing, for example, World of Warcraft, and you had an asset there. But at some point, Blizzard saying, "Oh, it's not your asset anymore because we make a release, because we patch this." And currently, it's understandable. People will not complain. At some point in 10 years, we will realize that asset ownership is the best thing you can have. So this is my asset, my NFT. I have it on chain. No one will ever be able to take it back from me. So that's the power of it. I think ownership of assets, and that in my opinion should be the main role of an NFT. What you do with it, for example, having it as an asset for playing is different, but that's the best you can have. Something you own and you're sure to own forever. And I know this is a very like I'd say in English clivant. I don't know the word, but something people like or really hate. And I can see in reading the chat, NFT is usually associated with scam, because there is a lot of scammy project with it. One of our goal will be to maybe make people change the way they think about it. That's going to be a hard mission, because I understand seeing what you see from the outside, that it's something that could be scammy, but that's, in my opinion, something really interesting for the future of gaming and ownership of assets.
Okay, but now NFTs aside, regarding just chess, your goal is to also become like a really big chess playing platform, like maybe even one to rival Lichess and chess.com.
Yeah,
And chess
completely.
24, not to
Yeah.
leave anyone behind, but okay.
Yeah, that's the vision, and we're not just building it for a couple of NFT lovers that play chess. We're building it for chess players online, and we think that this new layer will bring a lot of opportunities in the future, and that's just a very thin part of what we want to build. And today we're a bit early on the market from the video games and games players, because NFT, there's some people that don't believe understand what they are and what they are for. But as David said earlier, today when you purchase your membership on another platform, you own it for a year. Either you play it or you play on it or not, and at the end of the year it's done, it's not yours anymore, you have to pay again. How we say it is more, you pay for what you want to use and you own it. Either we exist or we don't exist anymore. Of course, the vision is that we are here for the long term, but the pieces that you purchase today, they are yours, and they'll be probably usable in other platforms in the future too. So the community owns their asset, and they will keep it, and they will never be they will never be ours.
When do you feel like you will have a sort of a next update regarding the interface itself, regarding tournaments, regarding players being able to create tournaments themselves, maybe adding a chat while playing someone? Is that something that's happening?
So yeah, there's a big update that David can maybe go deeper on, but on the playing server to make it more scalable, to welcome more people, and that will be the main release in the coming weeks. And once this is done and stable, expected to be current like mid-November, then we'll be shipping all the features that are developed already, but waiting for this new server to be deployed. So let's say in a month, we'll be ready to announce a lot more features that we're gonna release.
Yeah, and I've seen your promotional video, and I think you even tweeted about it and mentioned it on your website that you have like 50 streamers or promoters currently you are working with, and
So
they've also created some tournaments, I imagine, that their viewers are playing in. Was there any sort of feedback? Were you able to get some sort of feedback from them?
So most of them are grandmasters that you all know,
Mm-hmm.
and so these grandmasters have been helping us on the game design and the development of the platform. They will also be showcased on the platform during events and tournaments that they can host and endorse. So you can play against these amazing players that you follow in the top level tournaments. And you'll have all the list on the website and on the videos and in the press. But we are very proud to have them, have their trust since the beginning. And when you have the best players in the world that believe in what you're building and your vision, and wanting to build it with you, it's a strong proof of that the direction is good. We want to use their vision and their knowledge about the chess ecosystem to help us build the best-in-class chess platform for the future.
Is the actual list of the grandmasters involved public?
Yeah, on Discord you can find it too.
Could you disclose some of the names that are working with you?
Yeah, definitely. So MVL was one of the first ones, and we you want all the name? So
No,
Vidit
some of
joined
them, not some of them.
them. Yeah, Vidit joined us a couple of months ago. Dina too. We have Prague. We have Alexander Botnik. We have Aryan Tari. We have also streamers like Alessia Santoramo. So yeah, I can go ahead to the 50 of them, but it is Arika. So yeah, you can find them probably on the website, but you'll have the exhaustivity of it on the Discord.
And what the actual interface, like what we are seeing now, where the pieces are moving, that is how was that created? Is it a copy of something? Is it a mimic? Was it created from scratch? In case people, I've seen some people in the chat saying like pre-moves are acting pretty funny, or who was involved in that? I imagine also the grandmasters that are in the project.
Yeah, so on technical side, everything is made in-house. So obviously it's not perfect yet because, as I mentioned, we are still in beta and the team is growing, but still a lot of room to progress. But everything was made in-house, yes.
And how many players could your current service? How many players can you accommodate at one point?
I mean, in parallel, right?
Yeah, playing at the same time.
So until now, we had like I mean, I think the top was like 200 games at the same time. So we made some tests to have more. Obviously, depending on the condition, the seed can be a bit laggy at some point, depending on the device. So we are working hard to improve that. This is what Geoffrey mentioned with the next release in October. We had very good results from what we are seeing in the testing environment. So hopefully it will fix some of the bugs some of you guys talked about on the chat. So yeah, on October should fix.
Yeah, the idea is to be able to host hundreds of thousands of people playing if we want to reach the same level as Lichess or Chess.com that you mentioned.
All right. And let me just load another game. And where like at the pace you are progressing now, what kind of where do you see like 100,000 people playing? At what point do you think it possible?
I think it will be by the end of next year. So it's like a snowball as a PvP game. As much as you have player, as much as you retain them because they find the right opponent. And today we've opened only the Blitz mode in 5 minutes. And as soon as we'll have a bit more players on the platform, we'll open other time options. And depending on the time zone, we expect to have before the end of the year all the time mode and all the ELO and all the time zone covered by instant matchmaking. So if we reach that by the end of the year, then the bounce rate of the players coming on the platform will be very low because they'll have the opportunity to play like casual games, but also the different new games that we are offering them.
And I've seen on your promotional video and also on your Twitter website that you were able to sort of crowdfund. I don't know if it was crowdfunding or some sort of a private sale that you were able to gather something like $15 million for the project. Was that before or after having a working product?
Yeah, so we got some VC joined the adventure a couple of months ago, and it was announced later in September. So yeah, we have now 15.5 millions of capital that came in the company to build the team, to build the product. So we are still at the very beginning of it in terms of team, product, and all of it. But the vision is to be long term, and that money will help us to develop the best product possible and to offer this to the biggest communities.
And what's the size of the team actually creating this project?
We are 20 people. Half of it is a tech team led by David, and we have also all the designs done internally. And then it's mainly business partnerships and marketing.
And also one thing that I was interested in, you currently have a set of pieces that people can purchase for playing. How often do you plan on introducing new ones into the environment?
There's this first collection composed of 4 elements. So we have ebony, marble, steel, and ivory. So as soon as the supply, because it's a limited supply for this one, will be sell. We are already working on new collection, new design, and So depending on
So
how
it's
it goes.
so it's not sort of like a monthly thing or like every 3 months or 6 months. It's
So what we've done is we've told the community how many pieces that we'll issue, and that's a maximum supply. So unless all the supply is sold out, we won't have new supply to keep the value of it, how the people saw it when they invested in it. And but we think that that supply should be sold out by the end of the first quarter of 2023. And we have a lot of collaborations that will be revealed for the new collections. And but expect this for the second quarter of 2023.
And you mentioned that there are currently you have 50 operational quests that are in circulation. But how many pieces actually share those quests?
So the distribution of these quests is out of the total supply. So all the PCs can have all the quests pretty much.
Okay. So quests are not unique, yeah?
No. The quests are not unique, and also the community is here also to propose some more quests, and we'll implement the best ones. And we are trying with beta testers some more quests to have data to know how we want to rank them and how we want to put the rewards on them.
And will future I don't know how to put a future generation of sets like second edition or third or fourth edition, will they share quests with the first edition, or then will new quests come out?
We to be honest, we don't know yet, because that's not a big issue for us. They can either keep the existing one or get new ones. But we know that some of the players, for example, Maxime MVL, had some ideas of quests that he wanted to put on the platform. So he might sometimes communicate on chess pieces that are pegged with his quest ideas.
All right. So again, as I've already mentioned, I might not have touched on all the subjects. Is there anything that you would like to sort of add that would be important for the project and for people who are only learning about the Immortal game to know?
So I would ask the question in the maybe opposite way, because I haven't followed much the chat. I've seen only a few comments, but we are here to build what doesn't exist yet. What we've been building so far is what already exists, but we want to build it in a better way. So anything that you and your community want to have because it doesn't exist or it's not good enough, we'll be very happy to have it, to have your thought on it, and that will be also added on the roadmap.
Okay. Okay. Someone is asking in the comments, where is the actual money that you earn while playing coming from?
So today we are in a growth mode. So 100% of the revenues of the platform are given back to the community. We're not here to make money, but we're here to building a product and a community. So people are purchasing pieces, and we don't get this money for the company. We are in we're building a product and the community. So the main money that we give as a reward is out of this. And if the people don't buy, which is a possibility because that's not our priority today, we'll use the money that the investors gave us to offer decent reward to the players. And also, I might have seen something in the chat about the app, but obviously we'll have a mobile app in the coming weeks. So we expect it to be ready by the end of November. So this will also be a big improvement on our side, as most of more than 55% of the people are playing on their mobile today.
They're playing on mobile, but via the website.
Yeah, exactly, because it's playable on your mobile, and yeah, majority of the players are playing on mobile.
All right. Now, anyone in the chat, do you have any question regarding the project that you would like to have answered personally? Now is a very good opportunity, as you have these fine gentlemen here that are ready to answer your every question. Gentleman named Art Hell is asking, currently only guilds can delegate pieces. Do you plan to make it available for regular players to delegate pieces?
Yep. Absolutely. For now, as I mentioned before, so for now we are testing the idea of delegation with the guild and improving the mechanism to be able to delegate, to make it open to anyone. But it has to be done carefully because we don't want it to become a nightmare for lending and renting, because it has to be done on chain on a good way. So we are taking the time needed for doing it the right way.
And also, since a lot of new people joined and we only discussed this briefly at the beginning of the stream, people would like to know, if you don't mind getting into it once again, just how do you plan to deal with someone actually cheating on the website, as that's pretty much the main thing everyone is talking about.
Yeah, sure. So obviously this is one of the most important topic for us and for everyone involved in chess, because there is a lot of cheaters, obviously in chess and in any game, but in chess in particular online could be a lot of cheaters, especially when there is a financial incentives, as we are proposing. So we have like anti-cheat algorithm mechanism as every main platform. And the idea is to build it in a way that it take into account the quest at some point and to improve it. So we are recruiting a lot in that sense to build a team in order to do that. We also had some people helping from the Discord, from our partnership we have to determine which can be a cheater when the algorithm is not clear enough. So that's obviously one of the most important topics. And it will always have cheaters. The good decision is to try to mitigate it as much as possible to make a platform enjoyable for everyone. Yeah.
And I imagine you've mentioned this at some point. Someone is asking in the chat, why would other platforms add support for your NFTs? Is that something you also have planned at some point, that you can use NFTs from Immortal Game to play on other websites?
So it's not planned today,
Of course,
because as we have as we have the play zone, we think that that's not a big opportunity to offer to the players to play with these on other platforms. That's not planned today.
Yeah, and also something you mentioned, that for the moment you are still discussing whether or not to allow multiple games. What's the pro and cons there? Like, I imagine, okay, you should allow multiple games if someone is holding a simultaneous exhibition. I don't know if that's also something you guys have planned, that it will be possible to hold a simultaneous exhibition if someone wants to, let's say if MVL wants to allow 20 players to play against him, which would be pretty weird if he would have to be focusing on 20 quests simultaneously. But yeah, is that something that you were also having in mind?
So yeah, multiple game. There's a risk of using bots, and so we don't want to have too many games played. But we know also that people want to challenge themselves in chess, and so playing multiple games at the same time is an option. We wanted to try and see how the people react and wanted to experience it. So today it's working technically. We're not sure that we want to keep it. And when you're at the beginning of a project like us, you have to test a lot of things and get data on it to know what will be the direction. So today it's available. It can be changed in the coming weeks. It's moving pretty fast on this.
Yeah, and also I don't know if you have insight into this, as someone also asked in the comments. It's how does the ELO distribution system work? Is it the same as everywhere else, or?
So we are using the Glico2 algorithm. Glico2, so it's the same use on leeches, for example.
Mhm.
So basically, you will get the same the elo more close to leeches than you can have on chess.com. So it's a Glico2 algorithm. Elo distribution, you meant? I mean, on the platform?
Yeah. ELO distribution on the platform.
Question. So for now, we have a lot of good players with really high ranking. For now, the beginners, we don't have a lot of beginners. That's quite funny to see. And of course, the more player joining the platform, the more the elo is distributed. But it start to be enough at least to do like more and more precise matchmaking.
Okay, a colleague of mine, Neboisha, is asking what blockchain is the Immortal game built on, and why did you choose this one?
So we are built on Ethereum, but using a solution called Immutable-X. Basically, Immutable-X is a solution built on top of Starkware, and Starkware is a zero knowledge proof system. For those who know, it's very interesting to learn. But we are built on an Immutable-X, which is on Ethereum, to summarize.
And sorry, I might have missed it with all the technical talk. But why choose that one?
Because obviously, in my opinion, Ethereum is the most interesting chain, the one that will pass the years. That's my opinion. But for now, there is some problem of scalability on Ethereum. Obviously, the high gas price, the number of transactions per second you can do on Ethereum. So some people built some layer 2, what we call layer 2, which is let's say a solution that works with Ethereum but can increase the number of transactions per second and lower the gas fees. So that's you keep the same quality as Ethereum, but with a higher transaction per second and lower gas fees.
All right, there's a person named Jeff saying if you guys need a front-end developer, that he's a killer developer from Canada.
Let's go, man. Of course, we have on the website, you can go on the top, you have like a careers open, so you can apply, and we are seeing everyone on this, reading every curriculum vitae that is sent. So it would be a pleasure if you want to help build it.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's the only one that has like a green icon next to it, so it feels very inviting. Okay, let me just scroll through the chat a bit more. Vladimir says I cannot move my bishop. Okay, so okay, a fair question. Why to choose to play on your website? Says Mevludin.
So I think for now, the cool answer would be if you like the concept of quest, you want to play something different, you can go Immortal game. If I have to be fully transparent, for now, the tech we had is not at the level of the one that here for the last 10 years and that time to build it. So I would not say if you would come here for the performance for now, because the plan is to work on that. But I would say if you want to play something different, try new way of playing with this quest system. if you like the concept of having these NFTs and building strategies on top of that, you should come and have a try on Immortal game.
How much did it take you to actually to make quests viable? Like how many have you tried before you settled on these that are currently in use?
Oh, so we had like to start with, we had like about 70 quests, and at some point we removed some because they were too hard or too easy to fulfill. And then we had, I think, 3 or 4 iterations of trying to find the good points for each quest, to find the difficulty of quest. And now I think we have something that is pretty good, even if some quests are better than others. Yeah, now it's unchanged, so we cannot change anymore. That's the beauty of it, actually.
And have you tried successfully fulfilling some of the quests?
You mean ourselves?
Yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
So we're playing a lot, and I have to admit that I haven't completed all of the quests. But if I can get a tip to your community is, if you want to try difficult quests, go and play against the computer and pick a bot which has a low elo. That's the way I try the hardest quest, because if I play against like my level players, a lot of the quests are too difficult. So yeah, if you want to try difficult ones, go that way.
Yeah, I don't know if we already touched on this subject. PipRap asks, why do you think chess needs gamification?
I think gamification is a way to change also your habits, because so I think the majority of the players play because they want to improve their level. Playing differently gives you new paradigm and a new way to think, and change a little bit your like routine of playing. So we think that bringing some different sort of gamification makes it more fun and more interesting. So it has been proven in a lot of industries that getting gamification is a way to allow you to stick more and to stay longer, because it brings new opportunities, new reflections.
Here's a fun question from Astro Short. Are there limited number of NFT chess pieces created from your platform, and also should a piece have more value if it was played by a famous chess player?
That's funny. Because it's unchained, you will be able to see who owned which pieces, so we will be able to track everything. So obviously, if your favorite players add a piece, and for you it's nice to have, maybe it can have more value for you, maybe not for someone else. And regarding the amount of piece, yes, so the supply is limited, of course. So each family have different scarcity from raw to masterpiece, and there is a certain distribution for every piece. So it's 1,100, 10 1.
Yeah.
And and you have 6 pawns. You have the same distribution. You have.
You will be able to follow on the blockchain all of the owners or all of the previous owners of the piece, but will you be able to see all of the games that, for example, a certain rook was involved in?
Today, no, it's not available. What you can do is go to a profile. If you play, for example, if randomly you find Antonio playing, then you can check his game and check what he's done. But today we have the API ready, and some people ask us to get some data out of, for example, that rook with that quest. How did it go? From what elo and all of this data. So we are just thinking today how to use it and what for. But we have the data already. Just thinking about how to give it like open, and because people must want to use it to know how to like what piece to purchase, what quest, and where to invest.
Okay, so you said that for the moment everything is being divided between the players. For the moment, you're not focused on profit, you're just on building a fine product. Yomanisha is asking, how do you plan on achieving profit after this, at some point when you are satisfied with the product?
So today we are in the growth mode, and the objective is to either build a product and build a community. And once we'll have a rolling platform with players just purchasing pieces with and just getting involved in the tournaments, then we won't have to invest much in marketing and acquisition. So all the costs will go down, and as a snowball, the community and the player base should go up because of his notoriety. If Immortal game becomes then a brand, and so chess.com is a big brand, a lot thanks to his domain names, of course, but the others like Lead Chess got very well because they done a great job on the product and the playability. So we are following the same strategy, but trying to go faster, thanks to the trust and the money of the investors that backed us very early, and thanks to the advices from the GMs that joined us too.
And also, Piyush Arora is asking, do you need to link your wallet, or will the website create one for you?
So if you don't have any wallet, any MetaMask, and you don't know how it works, you can just log in via Google or email password. It will be created under the hood for you, and at some point, if you feel ready and then you want to link your own MetaMask, your own account, you will be able to do it. And
everything will be transferred from the website to your own wallet.
Correct.
So both is possible. Okay. All right, let me just browse through the questions a bit more.
And you, Antonio, have you tried already? Have you achieved any quest, or for now you've just tried the regular version?
No, I played the regular version to get my rating up to 2000, and it was fairly easy. I don't think I've lost a game. So more I believe more stronger players will appear in the future, but I think I did struggle in a few games, so it's not like there are absolute beginners. I don't know if I've actually reached 2000. I did try to get it, but no, I haven't tried any of the quests yet.
Okay, so
I know
just go on the ageless part, which is the free to play, and claim the free one, and you'll get the first piece. And if you achieve the quest, then you'll get the second one. So you can start to train yourself with an imposed quest. So and challenge yourself, because they are given to you randomly.
Is that something everyone gets when they join? Is that a possibility for everyone?
Yeah, everybody gets it. So just go on the homepage, and on the claim your ageless pieces part, which are the free-to-play pieces that looks like NFTs, have the same attributes in terms of gameplay, but it's just free-to-play pieces. The first one will be a pawn with a random quest. If you achieve the quest, then you'll get the second piece, and then to complete your full set. So that's also a way to challenge yourself and to start and to try this game mode.
Okay, Mr. MP is asking, besides gamification, how will you help chess players improve? Will there be a unique way of doing it?
Yeah, so getting our academy live is quite a lot of work to do, but we have a team dedicated to this who started to work on, and to be honest, we are very ambitious about what we want to offer to the communities in terms of learning experience. So it won't be out before a couple of months, because if we want to be the reference in terms of learning chess, we'll have to to build a lot and to try a lot of things and think out of the box and just not copy what exists, but use the gamification and the NFTs if we find the way it's interesting. But yeah, that's the one of the main priority will be to be the reference as the learning opportunity and learning platform for chess.
Okay, so now people got a general idea of what the Immortal game is. They've had a chance to try it out. When you've mentioned sort of a bigger update coming up, when is that to be expected?
By the end of October, start of November. There is no like precise dates, but we will announce obviously the community when it's live. But it changed a lot the fluidity of the platform.
Is there somewhere where you can, like, since you already mentioned League of Legends, when there's a new patch in League of Legends, you receive everything that was patched in the patch? Will people have access to something like this? What was added, what's new?
Yep. So we have a change log on the website. So to be honest, we didn't update it a lot because it was mostly small updates over the time. But at each big release, big updates, we will add a post on it to explain what changed and which version, and we will do it in a more regular way now, starting from now.
Okay, and I believe the tournament has finished, but as this is the first tournament I've held, I don't know how to see the winners. Is that something you could help with?
You can go on the leaderboard. So if you click on the top
All
panel,
right.
There's a tab called leaderboard.
There's an agadmator tournament leaderboard. All right.
And so you can find in the tournaments, you should find,
So who's the winner?
I believe rank 1 is that, if that's the number of players, 209, ended 7 minutes ago. Number of games 556. Shodabola is the winner. Now I just have to see. Okay, so he won 8 games, drew 2 games and lost 0 games, same as second place Shahmat, also 82-0. And Igor Kowalski with 9 wins, 0 draws and 1 loss. Okay, so this is very strange to me, at least, because both of them have the same amount of points. All 3 of them have 9 points. Oh no, yeah, and why is so draws are valued more than actual losses, because it's the same amount of points, but Igor Kowalski had the most wins. I know some tournaments prefer to rank higher those who won the most games.
So for the standard mode, for now, we are taking the sum of the elo in case of win. Again, this is something we are trying to test to test different. For example, the last week we had like we were like giving some points for a draw, like half the points. As you can imagine, I see in the chat, so people can do collusion and stuff like this. So we are trying different way of giving points on the leaderboards, and mostly come from the community and recommendation community. So for now, for this one, it's the win that counts, and the wins versus the elo count versus the elo we win.
Yeah, I know that's something that you I don't think you can I don't know if it's possible to check the additional criteria on other websites either. I know I once tried it. I couldn't find it. But yeah, as you guys mentioned in the beginning of the stream, first top 3 places will be rewarded a prize of an actual piece, and everyone who participated in the tournament, all 209 people, will receive a token.
Yeah, so the token that you will receive is the utility token. So it's the token of the game, and so the first one will receive a polished piece, and the second and the third one will receive rough pieces. I think it's a rook and a king. So congrats to all of you. And these pieces now are yours, and you can play with them. And all the others will get some CMTs, which is the money of the game, and this money will soon be usable on the platform to activate some perks. So you should see it on top of your on top of the website in your accounts.
Yeah, you can see that there actually is it in the prize pool. There's a knight, a king, a rook, and also some coins
Exactly.
here. You don't have to do anything to claim it. It will just appear in your account.
Yeah, so obviously, as you mentioned, there is can be some cheating problems. So the rewards are usually distributed week plus one. So the next week, for this one, we will make sure to distribute it tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
But we do that to ensure we can analyze the game, because after each game is done, we can analyze it and with the anti-cheat mechanism. And so usually we do that to prevent paying people right away and people that have cheats. So to ensure a fairness in the leaderboard payments. So we take 1 year, one week for payments.
Is it
So that
always
sort of
no?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No, that sort of tournaments will happen very frequently from the coming weeks, and so they could be like just regular tournaments, Immortals tournament with this game mode, and those tournaments with GMs that will join the tournament too. So these will happen from the coming weeks if you want to join them, and you'll have also the regular leaderboards that you can see on your left, which are the AP, IP, and classical games. And all of these three are tournaments, just weekly tournaments. So every Thursday it's resetted, and then 1 week later the reward are distributed.
Okay, and it's always on the same day.
It's always on Thursday that the tournament ends, the weekly one. But the tournaments like the one we just did will be held like on random dates and pretty much every day in the near future.
Okay. If you guys are wondering why Medo is twitching in the back, he's dreaming. Yeah, he's not having a seizure or anything. Okay, so big congratulations to everyone who joined, and especially to those who were able to win. I did not expect as many players, 209 players, so that's very nice. Do you guys have anything that you would wish to add for the end of this sort of an introduction stream into the Immortal game?
No, first of all, thank you for having us. It was fun. It was nice to see comments, so some good, some bad. So we will keep you updated about the progress on the website, about all the fluidity, responsiveness in next coming months. And hopefully, if some are not convinced, they will come back maybe a bit later in a few months, in a few years at some point. We really hope and will build in that sense. Thanks a lot to have us. And
Yeah.
what you want to add something?
No, yeah, thank you so much, and believe that the 20 of us today and pretty more in the near future are working hard to build a better product every day. So it's always challenging to show your product early, and that's the decision we've taken. So we will take in consideration most of all of the comments. And thank you so much for being honest on what you've noticed and what you're curious about. And Antonio, thanks for hosting it and make it open to your community. And happy to come back sometimes in the coming weeks when we'll have the new version of the product too.
Yeah, that's I mean that's one of the reasons, as there are many people who are trying to gamify chess, and I believe you're at least the first one that I've seen that actually has a sort of a working product. It's a work in progress, but it is a working product. I mean, okay, you can organize a tournament, you can distribute rewards, so it is working. And I thought it would be nice for the community to be able to ask you questions directly about what they're interested in.
Cool.
So,
Thank you so much
yeah.
for having us very early, and it's the decision we've taken very early to show the product and to build it with the community. So that sort of presentation is also a way to keep pushing the word about it, and be sure that we'll be there in the future, and the product will keep evolving in the right direction, which is the direction where you guys and chess lovers want to go.
All right, maybe we can do an update AMA in a few months to see how you guys are doing.
Sure, definitely.
Definitely. Thanks
All right.
again, Antonio, and
Thanks.
goodbye,
Thanks, community.
goodbye, everybody.
Until next time.
Cheers.
Bye. Cheers.
Bye bye. All right, guys, that's it for this one. This was sort of an introduction into what this whole Immortal game is. As I was also very much interested, I was not as familiar with the project. I had a conversation with them about what they are doing, and I thought you guys might want to enjoy asking them a few questions. So that's basically what this was about. But yeah, that's it for this stream. Thank you all for joining. Big congratulations to everyone who won some prizes, and see you soon in the next video.